and welcome back to the Behind the Writing Desk vlog series that I've been doing. As you know, I started this vlog series with two projects in mind: the final instalment of my Viking Saga series, but also the prequel to my Romance in the Lakes series. However, if you've seen my video a couple of weeks ago explaining why I had to take an enforced break from YouTube and from writing in general, you will know that I've had to scale back on those projects and basically settle on one project going forward. So the project I have settled on is Bella Notte, mostly because it's romance, which I find easier to write than fantasy, which takes a lot more time and energy, but also because it's a novella and it's a shorter piece of work at the end of the day. So this is the start of November. It is November the 6th, Wednesday, November the 6th. I'm not doing Nano this year. I am doing the Rough Draft Challenge, which was created by Sarah Cannon over on the Heart Breathings community. If you're interested in finding out more about that, I will leave a link in the description box below. But basically it's kind of like a Nano inspired kind of thing, and it's like an alternative to Nano. So she has created a website, again, link below. So it's taken me nearly a week to input my data into that, like how much I was aiming for and things like that. The great thing about the Rough Draft Challenge is that you can pick your own word count, you can pick your own goal. So I'm going for 25,000 words. So far this week alone I have written something like, I did some sums earlier, so I have written 3,470, which means I have just under 900 words a day to write if I'm going to reach my goal of 25,000. I am behind at the moment. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to catch up today, because to do that I'd have to write about nearly 2,500 words. I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm literally taking this one day at a time, writing what I can, when I can, and just sort of seeing how things go. The key is not putting on too much pressure. With Nano I always felt that sometimes I was putting far too much pressure on myself, whereas this time round, mostly because I'm literally just starting to get back into the swing of things, I don't want to put myself under too much pressure and then have a setback health-wise or anything like that. So yeah, so we'll just see how it goes. I'm about to hop onto a sprint in the Heart Breathings community on YouTube with, I think it's with Kay, and I will check in later to let you know how the first round of sprinting has gone. So wish me luck. Sprint number one over. It was 20 minutes, and in that 20 minutes I got 483 words written down, so that's good. Are they good words? Not great, but are they workable words? Yes, they are, so I'm more than happy with that. It's really good to get back into writing again. I mean, this week I've done a little bit every day since about Sunday, which was the 3rd of November, and it's just really good to just do a little bit every day and set aside some time again. It's been a long time since I've been able to do that, and it's really good to be doing that again. I'm really excited about this. I'm kind of finding Jackie's voice, which is good, because this story is told from the point of view of the main female characters, whereas my Appleford series is told from like a dual point of view. These books are always told from the main female character's perspective. So in this prequel, it's going to be Jackie's point of view. And if you've read the Romance in the Lake series, you will know that Jackie is kind of like the matriarch of the village in Keldswaite. She and her husband Vinny run the Green Dragon pub, and yeah, it's their love story basically. So we're travelling back to 1970s Italy, which is where they meet. And yeah, it's going to be just fun and laughter. I think it's going to be really good. I'm really pleased with what I've written. At the moment, I think the whole novella stands at about 13 chapters. Let me just check. Yeah, 13 chapters plus an epilogue. I'm in two minds about the epilogue. I have a vision for it, which usually is a good sign. So I kind of at the moment want to do the epilogue, but when I get to chapter 13 and I write those last words that I plan on writing, I'll see how it feels then, if I want to write the epilogue or not. So that's just up in the air and open. It's kind of like a decision I'll make later down the road. But yeah, for the moment I'm really happy with my progress, and I hope to continue making progress throughout today. I will be checking back in with you again today before I clock off, and I'll also show you my progress on the Rough Draft Challenge website as well, so lots to look forward to. So I will see you in a little while. So this is just a quick aside. Next week I will be filming, I'm not sure what day yet, and this is where you guys come in. I want to film a day in the life video as part of a collaboration series with some other author tubers here on YouTube. And I was wondering, because I'm I'm an author, but I also have work as well, I was wondering if you would prefer to see me, like my day in the life vlog, be part of my how I manage writing and my energy during a work day, or if you would prefer to see how I do things on a day that is just my own. So I have no work. It'll probably be a day Saturday or Sunday. So they're the two options really. I can fill my days with writing and other activities and there's no work to manage or to think about, or the second alternative would be to film and vlog on a work day where I would be managing all that other stuff as well as the writing. Obviously as a teacher I will not be filming while at work, but I will film in those pockets of time around my actual teaching and being in the school. So I might do some filming at lunchtime and things like that when I go off site, but I will see how those days pan out because of the weather. In winter in the UK is not always a great time to film outside, so we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But let me know in the comments what you would prefer: a vlog on a work day or a vlog on a day that I can just sort of make my own time and do my own thing throughout the day. Let me know. So as you can see, I am now on the Rough Draft Challenge website, and I've got the details of my project here. So when you sign up, you enter in the project name, you enter in your goal, which for me is 25,000 words, which gives me the Sapphire tier. Each different tier has a different gemstone attached to it. Mine just happens to be the Sapphire tier. Progress so far is 3,470 words, which were words that I wrote this week during my planning sessions. So it was all words that were going towards Bella Notte but not in the actual first draft of it. But I'm including those because they were all words that I wrote in November, which means I have 21,530 words to go, which means on average I need to write 897 words per day. So if you click over here, you can update, and then you update it with the amount of words you've actually written now, not the amount of words you have written today, so, or in each session. So my actual word count today is 5,309 words, and then you save your progress, which means, there we go, I am now at 19,690 words, 91 words remaining, which means I now have to write 820 words per day. If you come down here, you get to see where you are. My dot, I'm the red dot, and that's where I am, and that's where I should be. So I should be at 5,000, but I am slightly above that. So I am now above where I should be. So I'm more than happy with that. And we'll just wait and see what tomorrow brings after a day of work. Hello. So this is Thursday, the 7th of November. And the last day that I'm going to record for this vlog this week. So I've been at work today. I am pretty tired, if I'm honest with you. I can feel a headache coming on, but I promised myself I would at least try to get some words in and get some research in. It doesn't help that this is a section of the story that I've been dreading the most, just because there's a lot of setting to kind of describe and get my head around, and with it being Rome and set in the 70s, there's a lot for me to kind of research and think about. So I kind of thought to myself that I do a bit of research before I do any writing tonight. I've got a YouTube video about Rome in the 70s, so I'm hoping that will give me some insight, and that I'm not going to get too bogged down with the details, the finer details just yet. I can add to that later. As long as I've got something to work with for the moment, I will be more than happy with that. And yeah, I've never really written like that before, because generally speaking, I usually go into things feeling like I've got to have it as good as I can make it. But right now I just want to write. I just want to feel like I'm getting some words on the page, and I want to feel happy with them. So I'll just do what I can, and then revisit the bits that I'm not happy with later down the road, maybe next month or beginning of next year, whichever comes first. I'm not sure that I'm going to hit my word count, my specified word count, according to the Rough Draft Challenge website, which is 820 words today. I'm going to aim for that, and hopefully I will hit that. But as I say, I am tired, and I do feel the strain of the day. This is certainly later than I would normally choose to write, but as I say, with it being November and I want to try and get back into the flow of writing, I'm going to have a go. My own personal goal is to hit 500 words. I'd be more than happy with that, and if I do hit 500 words or thereabouts, I'll be about 300 words behind where I should be. And that's it. I can make that up easily enough over the weekend once I've got past this sticky part. I'm lucky really that the sticky part that I'm not really that keen on is only in chapter 2, because once I'm past that, I'm hopefully going to be hitting the ground running, and words are going to be hopefully flowing easier. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'll have to let you know at the end of this writing session how that goes. I'm going to go for about an hour and a half maybe, and then we'll see where I am. I'll check in with you later. I did it. I am mildly surprised at myself, actually. I watched a little bit of the YouTube video that I said I was going to watch. I didn't watch all of it. It was quite interesting, and it got me looking at other things on the internet for research. So many maps of Rome, like in the 70s and today, just to see where like everything is in relation to each other. So that was quite an interesting piece of research time that I've spent. I am now at, so I managed to get done 1,153, which is way more than I thought I would. I kept checking throughout, like how many words were written, how many words, and I got to about 735, something like that. And I thought, do you know what, I'll just go to 800. We'll see how I go. Then I got to something like 896, and I was like, well, let's go to 1,000. And the next time I checked, I was over 1,000 and at 1,153, which means that my current word count as it stands is 6,462, which means my remaining word count for each day now is 806. So I'm 26% into my manuscript as it stands at the moment. So yeah, I'm making really good progress. I'm actually quite happy with what I've done, so that's a good thing. I'm not saying I won't add anything, but actually once I started writing, I was kind of in the zone. I was in Rome, kind of. It was really hard to explain, but if you're a writer, you know what I mean. I was in Rome and I was really enjoying it. So I've left that chapter on a bit of a cliffhanger. It's not finished, but I'm at a point where we're going to move on to something else now, and it's going to be a good place for me to pick it up from tomorrow and find it easy, hopefully, to carry on from there. That's it for this vlog this week. I'm not going to be adding any more from this week. That's not to say I'm not writing. I will be writing, and I will be, I'll take a day or so break, and then I will be picking up the camera again and vlogging some progress throughout next week. I also have that day in the life of an author / teacher coming your way, so don't forget to let me know if you would rather me do a vlog based on my work day and how I manage my energy and my time and my writing on a work day, or whether you would like to see that on a day that isn't a work day. So yeah, let me know, and I will plan accordingly. So I will see you next time in a brand new video. Until then, if you want to catch up with the rest of this series, you can check out the rest of my vlogs over here. And I will see you next time with a brand new video. Have a great week. Bye.